Survivor is celebrating 50 seasons, 26 years, over 700 contestants, a billion-dollar franchise that changed television forever. But while CBS and Jeff Probst are popping champagne and releasing commemorative magazines, there's a darker story they don't want you to remember, because for some of the people who played this game, especially the early winners, Survivor didn't make them rich and famous, it destroyed them. Richard Hatch, Season 1, Borneo. The year 2000, he was the original villain, the mastermind, the guy who invented the strategy of forming alliances and backstabbing people. He won the first $1 million in reality TV history, and then he went to federal prison. Richard Hatch forgot to pay taxes on his Survivor winnings. Or he chose not to, the IRS didn't care which. In 2006, he was convicted of tax evasion and sentenced to 51 months in prison. The man who won the game that launched a billion-dollar empire ended up in a jail cell because he thought the rules didn't apply to him. That's the Richard Hatch story. The first sole survivor. The first cautionary tale. But it wasn't just about money. Some players left Survivor with scars they'll carry forever. Michael Skupin. Season 2. The Australian Outback. He famously fell face first into the campfire during one of the most watched episodes in Survivor history. His hands were burned so badly he had to be medically evacuated. That moment became iconic. It was replayed in promos for years. But Michael's story didn't end there. Years later, he returned for season 25, and after that, in 2016, he was arrested and later convicted on charges of possession of child pornography and financial fraud. He's currently serving a prison sentence. The guy who survived the fire couldn't survive real life. And then there's Todd Herzog, Survivor, China. One of the smartest strategic players ever. He won unanimously, but after the show, his alcoholism spiraled out of control. In 2013, he appeared on Dr. Phil in a devastating intervention where he could barely stand. He's since gotten sober, but the damage was done. Winning Survivor didn't save him. It nearly killed him. So yes, Survivor is celebrating 50 seasons, and that's an incredible achievement. Jeff Probst has created a format so perfect it could run forever, but let's not forget the cost. Richard Hatch, prison. Michael Skupin, prison. Todd Herzog, rock bottom. These aren't just bad decisions, these are lives that were fundamentally altered, sometimes destroyed by the fame, the money, and the trauma of playing a game on national television. Survivor is safer now. The show has evolved. Players get therapy. The medical team is better. The aftercare exists, but the early seasons, those were the Wild West. People were thrown into the jungle, filmed 24/7, starved, and then sent home to deal with instant fame with zero support. So while CBS celebrates 50 seasons, remember the legends who paid the real price to build this empire. They outwitted, outplayed, and outlasted, but some of them never really made it home.